haven't done a pocket knife video in a long time, so I think I'm going to do one today about a knife I picked up a couple of weeks ago, and that's this one right here, Protech Runt 5. This is the special edition from Grand Prairie Knives, which is a store, you know, basically in my about 10 minutes from where I live. And this version has an acid wash 20 CV blade. Now, 20 CV is a steel that's been popping up lately. From what I understand, it's actually analogous to M390 and CTS 204P. And so, therefore, it's not, I guess it's not really bringing anything new to the table, but you know, knife folks love their new pocket knives and love their new steels. And the Runt is an interesting knife. I think this may actually be Protech's very first model they ever made way back when was the Runt. And it's an appropriate knife for Protech, because Protech is a California company. And for those of you all who collect pocket knives, especially if you follow automatic knives, you know that California is a state which is famous for California legal autos. In other words, for a switchblade to be legal, or an automatic to be legal in the state of California, it has to have a blade of less than 2 inches. Now, let me move my Swiss Army out of the way. I'm going to put it right here in the middle here, between these two. And I'm going to bring my Runt down here. And as you can see, the Runt has a blade that's well under 2 inches. Let me see. Let me pull it up here. Even with this. There we go. As you can see, it's under 2 inches. And the cutting edge itself is in the neighborhood of about 1 3/4 or so inches. So it's well under 2 inches. The overall length, you know, if you look at it, flip it around this way. The overall length is just a hair over 5 inches. And I believe it's about 2.1 ounces in weight. So it's a pretty light knife. I mean, like your standard modern auto, it has an aluminum handle made out of that T16 aircraft aluminum. And like most Protechs, it does not have a safety. The button is pretty well recessed, though. I mean, if you hold it on the side right here, you can't see the button, and which is good. That means that it's not going to accidentally get popped open in your pocket. Now, one thing that's also very good about a knife the size of the Runt is that it fits really well in a watch pocket. And I like putting autos in watch pockets, especially autos that don't have safeties, because if you put it in a watch pocket, that is going to really make it very unlikely for it to open up accidentally. And so I like smaller autos that can fit in watch pockets. I think they're very safe. And I really like California legal autos because, you know, if I'm actually going to use it, this is something that I can pull out that probably has minimal freak out ability. Now, having said that, in my experience, autos in general tend to kind of startle or get the attention of people who don't carry autos. And so I really don't think there's any auto that doesn't get the notice of people who aren't knife carrying people. But if you want to have one and carry it around and use it, then especially if you are not in, say, some kind of outdoor or very mechanical, you know, a lot of manual working kind of environment, then I'd say a California legal knife is probably the best option because it's small. Like here in the state of Illinois where I live, which has kind of odd laws in the sense that if you have a firearm owner's identification card, you can legally buy an automatic, you can carry it. But individual communities can make them illegal. So it's always a bit of a crapshoot if you carry an auto. But if you do have an auto, I think that California legal autos really a good option because in the state of Illinois, for instance, if you go on to state property like a park or some place like that, your knife should be sub 3 inches. This one's sub 2 inches, so therefore it's well under any kind of blade length. Now, having said that, I will honestly say that over time I've gotten to the place I really just don't take knives out around folks who aren't knife people. I mean, generally speaking, if I'm going to use a knife, I open it discreetly, and I just kind of use it and put it away. And, you know, with an auto, you know, you can discreetly open an auto too. And so my philosophy, you know, from my own daily life is I just don't show knives to people. I mean, to me, you know, it's kind of a naughty thing to say, but it's kind of like, you know, just like you don't show all parts of your body to folks, you know, even though they're legitimate parts of your body. Don't go around showing a knife to people. I mean, it's not necessary. But anyway, I just want to show this little Protech. I think it's a really useful knife. I think it's really well made. Protech is one of the great companies when it comes to making autos. A lot of people consider Protech to be the company that consistently makes the best out the side autos. And I won't argue with that. My only beef with Protech is that I wish they had more safeties on their knives. I mean, I'm one of those people who manages to accidentally open knives in my pocket, and it's no fun poking yourself with a knife. Like, as I said earlier, with the Runt, it can be put in the watch pocket, and if it does open up, it's not going to open up but so far in the watch pocket. So from a safety standpoint, I like that. But with bigger knives, it's nice to be able to have a knife with a safety. Like Benchmade makes a lot of knives with safeties, and so that is a bit of security that I really like. Anyway, I suppose that's it for this review. I would really recommend getting it. It's not a cheap knife. It's not super expensive, but it's $134 around here before tax. And so if you like knives, it's a good knife. And it'll last you a long time. But at the same time, it's not, you know, if you're somebody who's into knives, you know, $134 is a lot for a person who's not into knives. But if you're into knives, it's a reasonable price, and it's a quality tool that will last you a very long time. As I said before, just be thoughtful with it. Anyway, that's it for this.